Hey, what's happening guys? It's Brother Nakwal from iGyaan.in, and today we're going to be taking a look at the new Motorola Atrix 2. Now this device was recently launched in India and is done quite a feat of impressing us with its capabilities. It's a pretty well built device. So without further ado, let's get into the full review and we'll tell you how we feel about the Atrix 2. Okay, so the minute you hold the Atrix 2 in your hand, you will see this really nice 4.3 inch 540 by 960 pixel LCD display. This is a capacitive multi-touch LCD display with a 256 pixel per inch density on the screen. The brilliant thing about this device is that it's extremely well built. We really like the fact that you have some chrome finish on the side bezel of the device, which looks really nice, especially with the black color. And on the back you have this really nice rubberized finish back cover, which will not scratch or damage easily, and it gives the device brilliant grip in the hand and just makes it a very comfortable device to hold. On the back you will see a convenient location for the speakerphone, we believe, because usually the speakerphone is in the center. So what that does is when you're playing games, it usually tends to interfere with that. This location is definitely better than the center location, but it does come in the way. You do have a full HD video recording 8 megapixel camera that does a brilliant job, and we'll talk about it when we get to the camera section. Build quality seems really good. Buttons are tactile. The volume rocker is pretty decent. And you do have a dedicated camera shutter button, which makes this device extremely convenient to hold while clicking pictures. A dedicated HDMI out means you can share those full HD videos with your loved ones using the HDMI cable, which is not included in the box but can be easily bought from the market. The battery is a nice and large 1600 odd milliamp battery. Battery life is extremely good, and I'll talk about it again when we get to the battery section on this review. You do have a 2GB micro SD card, which is included in the packaging. And let's get on with the user interface and see how this device fared in that aspect. So when you turn on the device, you will see this unique style lock screen where you can lock and unlock the device from the left hand side, and you also have a mute and unmute switch within the lock screen itself. You also get your notifications on the screen, so if you have missed calls or SMS messages, you will get notifications for that over here. You do get your date and time information on the lock screen, along with your standard notification panel, which is on the top. Unlock the device and you will see this really nice Moto Blur or Moto interface. Now this is a unique interface, and some may like it and some may not like it. We've kind of grown accustomed to this, as the screen seems really nice and fluid. There are tons of animations, so if you move from a page to another page, you will see this really nice light wave effect that goes across the screen. So really nice animation. You do have tons of widgets that Motorola has added to add on to the experience. So you have Citrix favorites, connected music player, flight mode toggle, tons of add-on widgets that make your life easier. So that's really good, and all of these come out of the box. You don't really need to install anything separately. So I'll just quickly pop in a widget to show you how that looks. So for example, if you want a toggle, I want a GPS toggle on my screen. So all I need to do is tap on that, and it's as easy as that. It matches the interface, and when you go from left to right, you'll get a nice shiny effect on that as well. You do have a standard notification panel on the top over here, and you can clear your notifications by simply tapping on that, and all your notifications are gone. Your panel is all clean. Quickly jumping into the settings panel, I'm going to show you that this device runs Android 2.3.6 out of the box. It has been customized by Motorola Blur, as you can see over here, and the interface looks pretty decent. The screen is extremely glossy, and just so that it's easier to see the screen, I'm just going to try and increase the brightness so that you guys don't have an issue while looking at the screen. Okay, so let's quickly jump into the dialer over here. You do have a nice and large skin dialer. You do not have video calling over 3G, unfortunately, and I don't know why they've not done that. But this is your dialer screen. You can jump into your recent conversations, your contacts from here as well. You can also jump to your desired letter of contacts, or you can search by simply tapping on the magnifying glass, and you can search for a contact. It's fairly easy, and not a lot of thought needs to go into that. You can also set up your favorites. Once you set up your favorites, they'll also start to show up in the favorites widget, which you can place on the home screen, and of course you can scroll through them. You get your Twitter feeds and tons of toggles pre-installed on the home screen, so you can customize it according to your taste. You of course have this really nice widget, which is a universal inbox widget, so your SMS messages, your email messages all come into this little tiny widget, giving you notifications of all your incoming messages. So let's quickly get into messaging over here and show you the keyboard. I'm going to quickly compose a new message and show you that it is a pretty decent keyboard. As you can see, the keyboard is pretty decent. You do get predictive text along with some quick shortcuts on the top over here, so if you want to put some punctuations, you can do that as well. Pretty decent. You also have voice to text, so I'm going to give that a shot. It usually doesn't work on my videos, so I'm going to give it a shot anyway. This is a test, and it seems to work just fine, even with my Indian accent. Okay, so I'm going to quickly jump out into the main screen over here, and let's quickly get into the internet browser. And of course, we're going to jump into iGyaan.in to show you what the browsing experience is like on this device. So as soon as you jump onto our website, you will jump into the mobile mode over here, and you will see that it loads the mobile website without any issues whatsoever. And as you can see, text looks crisp, and kinetic scrolling also seems to be working smoothly, very fluidly. The device, in terms of performance, did not give us any lag whatsoever, especially while browsing the internet, while using the device for gaming or day-to-day use. We did not notice any lag whatsoever from the device. It quite impressed us with its performance. And somehow Motorola has been able to get out the kind of performance that even other brands have not been able to with the Atrix 2. So as you can see, it loads the full website as well. It will load up all sorts of flash animations, all sorts of flash content without any issues on the website. So you can see that it's running without any problems, and all sorts of text is visible on the website. And it just looks good and performs great. And you can zoom in using 2 fingers, and you'll see that text is really crisp. That's thanks to the qHD display, and you can convert from portrait to landscape as well, and you will see that it loads the full website. Again, you can pan around, and seems to be really nice and fluid. So overall browsing experience was pretty good on the Atrix 2. We would definitely recommend it. For all those who have not seen, we've got this really nice iGyaan application that's available in the Android marketplace. For most of the devices, it gives you quick updates on the iGyaan website, so you can get all your latest news in the latest section. So you can quickly check out the latest news. You can also quickly check out all our YouTube videos from the application as well, so you don't need to search for us anymore. You can just jump into our app, which is free to download from the Google Play Marketplace. You can download it and check it out. You get all our latest news, YouTube videos, Facebook feeds. Our review section is separate over here. We also have an iGyaan section for all our automobile news that we've started giving on iGyaan. And we also have a really nice contact us email page, so you can directly email us from the application as well. So enough self-promotion over there, guys. Let's quickly get into the full menu over here. You will see this really nice interface, really fluid interface over here. You do get a bunch of applications that Motorola gives. So you get a bunch of camera applications. So something called Camera MX is also given by Motorola. You do have a DLNA in this device, so you can share your media via DLNA to other DLNA supported devices. Office is pre-installed. You do have something called a phone portal that allows you to connect your device via Wi-Fi or USB to manage your phone from the PC, which is pretty cool. You do have a dedicated task manager that allows you to analyze running application and end the applications. You can also add the applications to an auto end list over here. So in case an application is bothering you again and again, you can just add it to the auto end list and it'll be automatically shut as soon as you quit the application. You also get Motocast. This allows you to stream your music straight from your computer directly to the device without the need to upload it to a public server. So it basically uses your computer and your home internet connection to stream data to your device, and you can do that with this application. So you can set it up once you get the device. You also have Moto Lounge. It allows you to download some applications and gives you latest updates on what's happening with Motorola. And it's currently not available in India, but they say that it should come to India by the end of the second quarter, so that's not too far away. You also get something called Motorola Print. It's almost like AirPrint on Apple, but you get a bunch of printers from HP and Epson that support this, so you can directly print from your phone, which is pretty good. Okay, let's talk about battery. We were very impressed with the battery life on this device. It goes on for days without the need for a charge. Very impressive battery management on this device. Even with the mobile hotspot running, we got a full day's use, which is very impressive from an Android phone running Gingerbread with a dual core CPU, with a qHD screen, with an 8 megapixel camera. Battery management on this is absolutely phenomenal. We've been on an HSDPA connection throughout on Airtel and we have no complaints with the battery life. We are actually very impressed. We've not seen this kind of performance from any Android phone till date. If you want a long battery hauler, this one is definitely the answer to your problems. You will get tons and tons of talk time on this. You get about 6 to 7 hours of talk time over 3G, and we were very impressed with that number. We've not seen that on an Android device till date. Over 2G, talk time is extended by another hour. If you don't use the device, we had it sit there for about 4 to 5 days without the need of a recharge. It was absolutely phenomenal, the kind of battery life we got from this. It's time to run a couple of benchmarks for you guys, and we'll start with the most popular first, and that's going to be quadrant benchmark. Atrix 2 scores an 1849, which is right here under the Galaxy Nexus. It's going to run a quick Nina mark test to check the frames per second of this device, if I can find it. So Nina Mark 2 says 27.5 FPS. Let's quickly jump into the camera, guys, and take a look at the camera. We were very impressed with the ability of the camera to click pictures. It is a really nice tap to focus camera. It works really well, and you can click pictures almost instantaneously. As soon as you tap on the shutter button, it'll click a picture. It's a really nice camera. We were very impressed with the picture taking capabilities. We will upload some sample pictures as well as a full HD sample video on our channel, so check that out if you want to look at the capability of this camera. We were very impressed with the camera. You do have tons of settings over here. So you have something called widescreen, so it'll click 6 megapixel pictures instead of 8 megapixel, but it will take widescreen pictures. If you turn that off, you'll get full 8 megapixel pictures. You can also set your video resolution starting from qVGA all the way up to full HD 1080p. You can get geotagging. You can also turn on or off shutter tone. You can add some effects. to this. So if you want to add a blue tint, it will give you a blue tint. If you want to add a red tint, it will give you a red tint. So that's really nice. You can also convert it into black and white. Again, you have some scene modes: automatic, portrait, landscape, sport, night portrait, sunset, a macro mode which works really well, in fact. And you will see that in macro mode you can actually move your focus point around and it will focus from a very close distance as well. You do get a bunch of shooting modes: a single shot, panorama and multi-shot. Your brightness settings are also over here. Exposure compensation is also added into the settings, and you can also turn on or off flash. You switch to a front-facing camera, which is also pretty good, and we will upload the video sample from this camera as well with the camera video, so you can check that out in case you want to see what the front camera looks like on or performs like on film. You can also quickly convert to the video camera, which will do full HD 1080p video. Again, you get tap to focus, but you need to be a little bit further compared to what you need it to be with the photograph camera or with the picture camera. With video, the focusing distance is much further away compared to the picture camera, but we are very impressed with the camera on this device as well. I'm just going to quickly play a video from YouTube to show you how the performance of this device when it comes to streaming videos over the internet is, and we are going to do this over our 3G HSDPA connection. So let's quickly search for our own self and see. We have the unboxing of the Atrix 2 right here, so let's take a quick look at that, and let's turn on high quality as well. Pump up the volume. What's happening, guys? The Motorola Atrix was recently launched in India, although it's been launched outside in the US. As you can see, it's very crisp, the video quality, and thanks to the qHD screen, it looks absolutely phenomenal. Audio quality is also really loud from the speakerphone, which is quite impressive. Video is good and lag free, and we are overall impressed with this device in terms of media capabilities, in terms of video streaming, audio playback. All those things work brilliantly on this, and you will have no complaints with this device. The last thing I'm going to do is play a bunch of games, starting with Angry Birds. Now I haven't played this at all in this phone, so it'll possibly start from the beginning. So as you can see, game playback on games like Angry Birds is extremely fluid, and no problems with that whatsoever. You also get a bunch of games pre-installed on this device. You can also download them from the Moto Lounge, but Need for Speed Hot Pursuit is one of them. So I'm just going to quickly play that for you guys as well. As you saw, high graphic games also work brilliantly on this device. We also played Blood and Glory, and that performed really smoothly on this device without any problems. So that's basically the Atrix 2. In conclusion, I'd like to add that it's the only disadvantage of the device, according to us, is the fact that the display is a little bit grey, as you can see on the side over here. It's not as dark in terms of black tones as it should have been. But apart from that, colors are vivid, and the overall screen is a breeze, or it's actually a pleasure on the eyes to use. It does not make you squint at all. Performance wise, this device is absolutely phenomenal. You can see how smooth the overall user interface is, even though we have tons of applications running in the background, and with games running in the background, it is absolutely phenomenally smooth. These are all applications that are running in the background. So we are absolutely impressed with this device. Battery life is phenomenal. The camera is again phenomenal. The display is good. Video playback is great. Everything seems really good about this device. The value of this phone is also a good feature of the Atrix 2. 21,000 and odd rupees will get you a brilliant device with a dual core 1 GHz Cortex A9 processor, 1 GB of onboard RAM, 8 GB of onboard storage, along with a 2 GB micro SD card, which is included in the package. I don't think you can ask for anything else from an Android device. It comes with 2.3.6, and we are pretty confident that there will be a build of ICS for this very soon, whether in the modding community or whether officially from Motorola, because of the simple fact that this device will actually be a brilliant phone with ICS running on it. So there you go, guys. If you have about 21,000 rupees or 22,000 rupees to spend and you're looking for a smartphone, this is the smartphone to get, and you don't really need to ask any questions about it. It performs brilliantly in all aspects, and if you don't like the user interface, which is a little controversial, you can actually change it by downloading some applications from the marketplace, some different launchers, some different lock screens. You can obviously customize that according to your preference, but as stock, it has amazing features, amazing battery life, everything looks and performs great, and we were really impressed with the Motorola Atrix 2. For more unboxing videos, reviews and tutorials, log on to iGyaan.in, subscribe to our YouTube channels, youtube.com/iGyaan, youtube.com/iGyaanTV. If this review helped you out, guys, give it a thumbs up because it helps us go a little bit further. Catch us on Facebook, Twitter and on Google+. This has been Braz Nagpal for iGyaan.in. Thank you guys for watching.